having in September still.
Yeah, it's going to feel like summer out there, not like the very end or the beginning of fall, which does officially begin, by the way, tomorrow night. Our 24-hour temperature cats want to get those numbers climbing into the 90s and maybe get there by lunchtime or a little bit after lunch and stay there till supper time. That's a lot of hours up over 90 for this time of the year. And it wouldn't surprise me at all to see 94s, 95s, 96s for daytime highs. We've got a good scattering of 60s this morning. I hope we can continue to see those over the next couple of mornings. Here are those numbers right now. Look at the 67s for Cross City, for Perry, for Tallahassee, and for Valdosta. Homerville's only at 65. We're at 68 in Thomasville and in Moultrie and in Quincy and at Camilla. So nice to see numbers that start with a 6, more widespread. That's where we're supposed to be. And even with these high daytime highs, that air being as dry as it is allows the overnight temperatures to fall, just like that dry air heats up so fast in the afternoon. And of course, without the extra moisture and humidity, makes those rain chances really small. I don't see a lot of wind out there this morning. Going to be on the lookout for maybe a little bit of patchy fog. I see some spots like Perry, like Live Oak, where the visibility is reduced down to a mile or less. So yeah, we do have a couple of spots where there is a little bit of fog. Not much going on as far as our satellite radar composite screen. I do think, like we saw yesterday, an isolated sprinkle or two is possible, but most of us are going to be pretty dry, pretty clear, and of course that means pretty hot. The tropics, very active. We've got Hurricane Fiona, 130 mile per hour sustained winds, moving away from the Bahamas. That's good, but slowly advancing towards Bermuda. And with the biggest wind and rain on the eastern side of this storm, if Fiona, does pass by to the west of Bermuda, that could bring with it a pretty good chance for some of those significant rains over Bermuda. So we'll watch and we'll see how that goes over the next couple of days. And then it could even bring some significant wind and rain up into the Canadian Maritimes. Here's what it looks like on the tropical satellite, and we can see very concentric circles around that core, and as it works its way to the north slowly, we'll keep our eyes on it. We're actually going to be a little bit more interested in what's going on here, and it doesn't look like much. What I see here is just a bunch of disorganized clouds and showers, but this energy has got some real potential for development as it works its way into parts of the Caribbean, and there's really not much out ahead of it to beat it down. So I do think over the next couple of days we're going to find some development. The question will be where that development occurs and how it gets pushed around. And there's still so many different possible solutions before we start jumping to any conclusions a week or 10 days down the road. Let's watch and see how that one develops and works its way through parts of the Caribbean and see if it can make it into the Gulf of Mexico. Now, as far as the Gulf of Mexico goes right now, breezes around here out of the northeast 10 to 20 and seas 2 to 4 feet. So a little breezy, a little bouncy out there for the boaters, but not bad. 60s and 70s this morning. We'll call it mostly clear. Sunrise 7:25. For this afternoon, I think we're going to find lots of 93s, 4s, and 5s. Might even see a little warmer than that. So get ready for lots of hot today. Tonight it's mostly clear and back near 70. And look at the 7-day forecast. Today, tomorrow are the two hot ones. As we get to Friday and beyond, we should be able to scooch those temperatures down, hopefully both mornings and afternoons. It'd be nice to see morning lows maybe into the low 60s by early next week, and maybe highs that stop in the mid 80s. But a lot of our focus is going to be on the tropics, especially as we get to next week. So please keep checking in with us.